Hey y'all, Nadine here, and today I am going to do a shaker card, a Halloween shaker card, using Maker's Movement products. This is one of their dies. It's called a forest frame. You can see that die there. I do like an example back here. And then also some of their acetate and their double-sided adhesive foam I'm going to be using as well. But first we are going to start with the die and assembling the card first. Okay, so I have my dies separated out. I cut the moon, it was attached up here, so I detached that, and then this is the outer frame, and then this will be the piece I will use. And with the paper, so I just did a normal card, A2 size card, and folded that in half in black. And this is some metallic paper that I got. It was sent to me from a company called LCI Paper. Yeah, LCI Paper Company. So it's just like a really dark purple color. It has like a metallic look to it. I'm not really sure what it's called, but I liked it for this project here that I'm going to use. And I cut that 1/4 inch smaller than my card base. And then with just some white paper, I did the same, cut that down even 1/4 size smaller than the metallic purple one. So actually, the first thing I'm going to do is figure out where I want to cut this onto my card. And I'm not going to do the outside frame because I don't want the oval cut out. I just want it to be cut out of the paper. So I'm just going to use this part, and you can see the die cutting will cut out the inside, so it'll make a frame out of this piece. So I'm going to figure out where I want it, and then I'm going to add some washi tape on there, and then I'm going to die cut that out. Alright, have it all cut out. So I'm just going to pop out this center. And there it is so far. So with the little moon right here, old moon piece, I went ahead and die cut that out already. And what I die cut that out with is this Post-it labeling and cover tape. And why is because I'm going to use it as a mask. So first thing I need to do, I'm going to lay this on here. Make sure that there's no white coming out from the edges, as you can see, so it's covered perfectly. I'm going to get an idea of where I want my moon to be. I'm going to go about, oops, right about there, I think. I'm just going to lightly take my pencil and trace out the outside of it so I know where it's going to be. Oops. Now I need to remove the little moon again. So I grabbed some colors here. Not sure if this purple that I plan on using is going to be dark enough, but this is VersaColor in Canary, Lilac, and Indigo. And with the Canary, I'm going to use one of my blending brushes, and I want to go right over where the moon is at for that. Actually going to switch to my sponge dauber because I think my brush had a little too much of a dark color on there once before that I used. So it wasn't turning out quite as bright yellow as I wanted it to, more of a dirty yellow. So that is that. And now I am going to use the lilac here and basically just do the whole thing around that yellow. But let me put that moon back on there. And once that moon is on there, then I'm just going to grab this again and go right around there. Now with the outside edge, I'm going to do some indigo, which is a dark blue. So now I'm going to peel off that moon sticker. So now the moon is nice and bright. Now the reason I did that instead of actually gluing something down is since I'm putting some shaker things in there, I didn't want it to stick. Sometimes when I add glue inside of a shaker to glue things down, then it kind of sticks to it and then I have shakers stuck to. So anyways, that's the reason why I did it this way. Okay, so next I'm just going to take some ink potion number 9 and screw the lid and just kind of flick some in on there. Okay, now that it's dry, you can see some little speckles on there. But I'm also going to take just the tiniest little bit of some white gesso with some water, and then just add just a few little dots of that too. Okay, so this is what it's looking like so far. That's what the back piece is going to look like on there, and then I'm going to attach it to that. But before I do all that, I am going to stamp a sentiment on the front here. And I'm going to use this Happy Haunting stamp. This is from, I think this is last year's stamp and die set. It's called Trick or Treat Stamp and Die Set from Maker's Movement. So that's what it looks like. It has a little jack-o'-lantern pumpkin in there and then some stamps. So like I said, I am going to stamp the Happy Haunting right here at the bottom. Here's my embossing powder tool thing. I don't know what you call this. Just makes it so the embossing powder doesn't stick where I don't want it. And then use some VersaMark. And then just going to use some white embossing powder, and then I'm going to heat and set it. Now I'm going to add some adhesive onto the back of this panel using my Xyron Mega Runner. And I want to center it on here so I know where it needs to be, like that. So now when I lay it onto my card, it will be in the right place, like that. So no guessing where it goes. So I used a piece of acetate that was from the clear acetate sheets from Maker's Movement. And I'm going to peel the blue film off of both sides. And then I'm just going to take some really sticky tape here, run it around to attach the acetate. And just a few of these branches, I'm just going to put a little bit of dots of some liquid glue to make sure that they don't come fly up, get caught on anything and rip. Next, I want to add some foam adhesive going right around the die cut part. Okay, so now I got all of the 3D foam tape added. I'm going to take my other resin tool And I'm going to rub it along the inside edge of the foam tape to make it so the little thingies don't get stuck on the edge of it, hopefully as much. And when I say little thingies, that means the the shaker pieces. And I'm going to be using, this is Hocus Pocus shaker sprinkles. I think this is from last year's shaker set. And then this is Milky Way, so this I think was from their Galaxy line, which is like black stars. You can see those. So those are what I'm going to be adding. First I need to peel all these off. There we go. Now I'm just going to add this. Put that down. And there it is. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, I'd love a thumbs up. And so please subscribe if you haven't already done so. See you next time. Bye-bye.